Camera's up. Okay, so we take a photo of our access point. We have a 3-inch cast iron roof stack vent here on the rear of the house, which would be the west side of address 845 179th Place Northeast in Bellevue. So what we're doing is we're going to run our sewer scope camera through our roof stack vent, and as we drop down to the base of the house, we're going to see water connecting to this roof stack vent at 2 locations, more than likely one on the first floor and one on the second. So we have dropped all the way down. Now we see that water. That water is coming in here at what? At about 14 feet, we connect to a water in the upstairs bathroom. We drop down to the basement level, and we are connected to our waistline. So here we are connected to our waistline at 22 feet. We've got water running. We're in a cast iron waistline. We're going to go forward and see what kind of condition this is in. Looks like we've come to a turn in our waistline where our direction has turned. There it goes. Alright. So you're going out towards the front of the angle of the sun is not helping me. Looks like we may be already in a clay tile. There it is. So here's our transition point at about 50 feet. We're transitioning from the cast iron to a clay tile waistline. We're now in a clay tile waistline. We're outside of the foundational footprint of the home, and we are running downhill. We have nothing intruding. We're not seeing any root intrusions. We've got clean connection points with all of our clay tile. We haven't seen any roots yet. It's a tough one to see with that sun on it. Boy, that is a clean waistline. There's another tile. Just kind of looking at it. The reason it's so clean, Randy, is because this thing is dropping downhill. Right. So everything that gets into it just shoots to the base. There's no hang-ups, there's no root intrusions. There's nothing to slow us down. Here we are at about 108 feet. We're out in the street, and we're transitioning from clay tile to a concrete tile. It also looks like we've got some root intrusions out in the street. So what we're going to do is say those need to be cleared. As you can see them. And then we have dropped down into the concrete waste lines that are out in the street. I'm trying to get a good clean look on, are we in the sewer or are we going to it? There we go. There's our city sewer main right there at 126 feet. We have minor root intrusions at a transition, but outside of that, we're in great shape. So we're going to put this on pause. We're going to go turn off our water, and we're going to retract our camera. Okay, we are out at the city sewer main connection point. We're going to retract our camera, put our equipment away. We are also tracking where the line comes back and connects to the home. So at about 50 feet, we're going to take a pause. So here's the last of our water rolling out. We're in the concrete tile. It's out in the street. And here's our root intrusions right at about 108, 109 feet. And the transition from clay tile to concrete, that's where our root intrusions are. And now we're coming back in that clay tile. You better look at it. Clay tile pipe is looking pretty clean. Not seeing any breaks in it. Not seeing any root intrusions in the yard. Clay tile is pretty stable. It hasn't settled at all. Alright. Go ahead and turn that on. Okay, we have marked that in the yard. We're going to back this up to where we are transitioning to the cast iron at about 50 feet. Right about here. There it is, right there. And then this is all cast iron that is underneath the foundation of the basement. And it's in fine shape. No concerns. Here we're going to get to the point where we're going to go vertical and come up out of our waistline and into what's the roof stack vent. That's at about 22 feet here. So right here is where we're going to go vertical. And this is just going to come straight up. And here's our camera coming out the top. And we will turn this all down and call it a wonderful